I'm studying a Master Embroidery at Manchester School of Art. My embroidery is a way of illustrating stories, so I would call it contemporary embroidery, almost. I'm not that great with nutritionally because I felt like I have done research about it of what I should include in my diet, but I never really stick to it because I always forget of what I need. I tend to have a budget plan of spending about £10 a week on food shoppings. Being a master's student, they only pay for my tuition fee, no living cost. Not having enough money is always a constant struggle.
1 in 5 people live in poverty in the UK, which means it might be difficult for people to have healthy, nutritious meals. And this could be due to financial reasons. It could be due to the fact that they're at home alone and they find it difficult to get out. And they might not have family around, they might feel quite isolated. They may also feel as though they don't want to cook a meal for one.
And what I always do is that I actually always have an egg with my meal. So sunny side up, or like fried rice with like an egg on top, or like pasta with an egg on top, a baked potato with an egg on top.
It's sometimes easier to eat junk food, which isn't as healthy and it's not nutritious, but people find it's just easier to eat that than cook a healthy, nutritious meal.
For instance, if you don't have access to, say, a healthy diet, say for instance you was a rough sleeper, like not all food's going to give you nutrition. You might have to just eat like, you know, bags of crisps or something. That's not good for you. That's not going to provide nutrition.
I think nutrition is important because I think it helps you probably your body defend itself from diseases and or bacteria.
And in the long run, a consequence of poor nutrition can be obesity. People can become malnourished. It can also give rise to killer diseases such as diabetes, heart disease and cancer.
I think it's so important that we serve every day like a very strong and very complete and full vegetarian meal to these people. They usually have only access to junk food, and so at least once a week they can just get something that is good for them.
So I feel like going to the FoodCycle, and it's actually a complete tick point for me of actually getting my nutrition, my 5 a day, at least once a week. So then I feel like I'm actually keeping myself healthy at that level.
So one of the most interesting things about FoodCycle is the cycle that the foods actually takes. We're taking something out of the rubbish bin, almost, and we're turning into some energy for somebody else for tomorrow. This is what the FoodCycle is all about.
I do genuinely really like the food because they have like interesting recipe every time I go. There's never really been the same thing every time.
A seminal moment in the morning, which is really, really lovely, is the moment that all the food that is available is put down on the table, and then everybody makes up the minds of what we're going to do.
The food is actually amazing.
The meals are fantastic. The people are really great. You know, I've been coming for 3 years.
So that environment is really good at FoodCycle, that we're actually getting to know each other more, we're having food together, because I live by myself, so I don't eat together with people a lot, because I don't see my parents at all, so that's why I need that Wednesday. So it feels like a family.
FoodCycle, one of the things that we notice on the daily is not just the nutritional aspect of the food, but it is everything that comes with it. The joy, the transformation of energy, this capacity to really give somebody another lease of life, give another lease of life to their food, give another lease of life to the person that you're serving the food to.
Do good with food. With FoodCycle, you'll cook for people in need and reduce food waste too. Find out more on togethertv.com in the Do More section.